straighten my back up. It's nearly impossible with this gunshot wound in my shoulder. Well, it's not in the shoulder, it's in the shoulder blade. I can't quite get it. I'll show you. It's not this shoulder, but it's this shoulder. You see the blood? Well, then you get a sense of what I'm dealing with. Now, in the movies, we never see, well, we rarely see gunshots to the left shoulder and the back, the shoulder blade, because the actor's facing the camera, and every time we want to have some kind of emphasis of the danger in which the actor or the character finds himself, we need to see the gunshot wound on the front of the person, not on the back, not on the left shoulder blade. I'm attempting to do this entire video with my back toward you. But because you have that kind of anthropic bias of needing to see the face, otherwise you'll feel alienated, I'm going to try to do my best to honor your needs and my own, because right now I'm on an island. I'm looking for the person who shot me in the back. I was teleported here. Don't ask me how. Technology is beyond means of my understanding, but after I was shot in the back by some kind of bullet that instantly stabilizes the immune system, so that and the nervous system, so that I'm not like automatically freaking out and I'm not automatically like dying. So there's this big wound. No doubt you saw the blood. The blood has actually stopped flowing, and now there's just this big kind of circle of red. I'll show you. Right there. Do you see it? Right there. Well, you know how big it is. It's about that big. There's a crater forming. Because it's on the left shoulder blade, the crater is actually a little bit dangerous for me because it's kind of the center of the crater. I'm not sure what that is from a seismic kind of geological perspective, but the center of the crater is actually puncturing my heart as we speak. I'm good. I'm good. But I only have so much time to find this motherfucker who shot me with this weird ass bullet. And because I'm, in good standing with the gods, I was instantly teleported to the island where this fucker is hiding from me. So far I can't find this fucker, and there's a little bit of a timeline, because even though the bullet doesn't hurt, and even though the bleeding has been stabilized, I'll show you again. Don't get all whiny bitch ass because you can't see my face. Did you see it? Alright, well, I need to find this dude. Now, the problem is, and I believe that every time we have a challenge, that challenge, if it resonates deep within us, that challenge is appropriate to our capacity. Otherwise, the challenge doesn't show up on our radar. So, the challenge that I face, the challenge of which I am capable, is finding this elusive would-be assassin and bringing him or her to justice. But the difficulty is I am on a desert island and this assassin is invisible. However, this assassin has a very rank body odor that comes down in the winds and drafts in front of my nose and leads me like a bloodhound. I know you don't believe in the invisible. But that just says more about you than me. So there's a stream over there. It's probably fresh water. I'm going to go and get a sip in a little bit. But I think the odor of this rank invisible assassin is coming down from that direction. So I'm imagining the stream itself is carrying the body odor. I'll also be honest, some days I'm a little mischievous. Yesterday, I wasn't exactly shot, but I had another incident where I tripped. Okay, I was walking along the road, and I spontaneously tripped. And then I found myself on a mountain range, trying to find whatever it was that tripped me. And again, I got teleported by the gods. You, of course, do not believe in the gods. Maybe you don't even believe in God. Maybe you don't even believe in anything. Maybe you just believe that belief is irrelevant. Belief is problematic. Did you smell that? The invisible assassin is near. Smells like cantaloupe around here. I noticed that the cantaloupe is the smell that emanates from the invisible assassin's armpits. Now the center of the crater has nearly punctured my heart completely, and I'll probably die shortly. But the invisible assassin. Hello! Wow. You and I both know that your endeavor to assassinate me has now failed. Why do you smell like cantaloupe? I'm wondering why. And now, if I've caught you, whether you will do me the service of repairing the crater you formed in my back. Please, go ahead. Excuse me. Ow! Easy. Go easy on the crater. That's my heart in there. He's doing a pretty good job. Yeah, fairly good job. It's like the dentist. You know what I mean? You want to You want to tell the dentist to chill out with all those tools and not like hurt you, but you can't because all the tools are in your mouth and you can't talk. It's the same with this guy. I feel like if I'm not totally patient, then the bullet will enter my heart and I will die, which kind of sucks. I mean, in the sense that I have to take it on complete belief that there's an invisible assassin right now taking care of the crater in my back. Ow. Okay, now he's stitching it up. Just... okay. Alright, man. Thank you. You're free to go. That's my best friend, actually. We play this game all the time. Right? Because the imagination itself is an organ of vision. Right? As for the gods, what is that all about? As for God, what is that all about? As for localizing the entire inquiry of gods and gods in the mind itself, what is that? Oh. Do you feel the island opening up again? Do you feel you and me on that island? Oh. You see those palm trees? You see the coconuts? And the golden sand? And the light blue sea? And you hear the crash of the surf constantly? What is that? Didn't you just go there? Wasn't that so much more real in a way than what you're doing now? Oh. Every once in a while I do find myself on that island. Magically teleported on the back of a cardinal flying through the sky. The sky is subject to a lot of controversy lately with chemtrails and the like. Of course, people have a hard time understanding the sky. They also tend to think that they're surrounded by empty space. People. They also tend to think that there's such a thing as delusion. People. Did you hear that? That's not really a bird, is it? That's just a song. She tortured me for years. She put needles in my eyeballs. But that's not why I find myself on this island. No. I found myself on this island first. Then that's where she showed up with the needles. And then the invisible assassin. Probably the same woman. When she came to me, I clutched her closely to my breasts, stuck my tongue in her mouth, made love with a kiss. She was merely a phantom, what you people call a delusion. She ripped my heart off, out. I vowed to spend the rest of my life working on computers and creating programs, becoming so smart. I worked intensely into the night, every night for years. I created a matrix simulation, a simulation, to the point where I had no idea whether I had created it or not. Every day I would press enter, find myself on a desert island. Not a desert island, that was only at first, but a tropical island eventually. Kangaroos, but what a strange programming, so I had to revise it. You don't find kangaroos on a tropical island. Another bullet. Oh, fuck. Another bullet in the back. Ow! This happens all the time. Ow! Especially when I start to reveal the nature of the simulation that I created on my computer. Ow! This bullet really tries to take me down whenever I try to reveal the truth of myself to myself. What's the use in having a back if you keep on getting shot? You ever wonder what happens to turtles in the winter? You ever wonder? There's no winter on my tropical island, but when I'm sitting at my desk at my computer and I go out for a walk, there's winter everywhere, and I saw the turtles once, but now I don't see them anymore. I think I might see one over there. Just the tail end of a turtle. Did you hear that? That was the tail end of a turtle. When I sit at my desk long enough, I hear those magical sounds overhead. And I want to serve someone at the foot of my bed. I kneel down and I pray. And I pray. I am looking. I am seeking. I'm desperate. My heart is yearning. And then, of course, I bury my elbows into the bed, and the bed receives so much of my weight, so much of the gravitas of my grief, that the bed collapses and goes to the floor, and I go down through the floor, and I go through the next floor, and the next floor, and the next floor, and the next floor, and the next floor, ad infinitum. There's never a basement, which leads me to believe that I never actually fell in the first place. 'cause I'm always falling. How could I have fallen in the first place if I'm always falling? If my elbows are always in this posture of the triangle, and my palms are always palm to palm, like a palm tree on a beach, walking there, looking for her, finding her in the centermost regions of my heart, where the invisible assassin lives and waits and waits. The invisible assassin waits and waits and waits and waits to do what? To destroy me? No. The invisible assassin. The invisible assassin. The invisible assassin is only going to destroy itself. How? Another shot in the spine. I can feel the bullet rising through my spine into my mind and exploding. And now the invisible assassin of belief has been assassinated.